What's going on, good people? What is happening? Well, as I hope everyone has heard about Biden dropping out. I mean, who didn't see that? I mean, come on now. After that debate, when you got the Democrats and the Republicans saying, "Look, dude, it's time to go," it, we already knew what time it was. Plus, if you have been following politics for a while and not just focusing on one channel or one side of the news, you would see that that guy was not there from the beginning. But anyway, so now Kamala has stepped up. She was placed there. Some say DUI, DEI. I say DEI because if you follow her records, that woman is not for America. All you got to do is follow what she's done before she became the vice president, and you will see. But anyway, let's get into the part where they were saying about her being the border czar. Let me play this video for you. All right, so listen to this.
Right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time when we think about a day in the life of our children.
What? What the? What did she just say? Can anybody explain what she means by that? Anybody? I don't even think she knows. But anyway, let's keep going. I'm gonna skip past this. You know what? I gotta play this part because this here is. I apologize before I hit play. I apologize because this is going to be irritating. You have been warned.
Why are you laughing? I said, why are you laughing?
Holy cow.
Because there was smoke everywhere.
You need to get to go and need to be able to get where you need to go to do the work and get home.
Again, what is she talking about? Now, this is the person that they put in place to lead this country. Really? How do you think that's going to work out when she stands before Putin? Xi Jinping, I think is his name, China, or any other president of any other country. How you think this is going to play out? They're already laughing at us. You really think this is going to help? Look, I'm a black man living in America. I've never had any. Well, I'm gonna take that back. I have had issues, but it has nothing to do with color. What it has to do with is there are bad people in the world, white, black, Hispanic. It doesn't matter. There are bad people in the world. Those were my experiences of bad people, not because of color, because there's idiots and there's stupid people on all sides. But yet the Democrats want to keep playing the racial role. Why is that? Anyway, I veered off. Let me get back and show you some more things. Stand by. Now, in this video, this is gonna counter what some channels are saying, that Harris was never put in place as the border czar. Now, I want you to hear something. Let's play this.
President Biden tasked Harris with a diplomatic mission to target root causes of migration in Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador, tackling the poverty, corruption, and violence that pushes people north.
We have the capacity to give people hope. and a belief that help is on the way.
In March of this year, Harris announced her Central America.
Now I have to address this. Help is on the way. What about helping your own people? What about helping Americans that are struggling right now? Yes, even though it's really, really hard times here in America, prices are high for everything. We got a lot of things going on. But when it comes to the financial part, we are still ranked the highest of wealth in the countries, in all countries. But as people on the ground that here in America that is experiencing it, it's hard to say that because we are struggling. Now, why didn't she focus on America first? Now, this is the lady that they're saying is going to be different than Biden. I want you to understand she is the vice president of Biden. So when decisions are made, both of them supposed to talk about it. So what makes you think she's going to be better when she was a part of the problem? Think about that now. Let me finish.
Forward initiative has brought over $5 billion in private sector investments to those three countries to create jobs and connect more people to the internet. In a 2021 trip to Guatemala, she admonished people who may be thinking about coming to the U.S.
Do not come.
Her efforts on this side of the Rio Grande have certainly attracted criticism. She visited the Texas border just once in 2021, El Paso, while the greatest migrant surge was in the valley.
It's not even fair to say that she's a day late and $1 short. She's nearly 100 days late and 1,000 miles short.
But the day-to-day.
Now, enough of that. As you heard, she went to the border so she can say she went to the border. But she didn't go to the border where the people are coming across. Ain't that something? Just to say I did something. But she's the border czar. Even diplomatically, she is still in charge of the border. But look what happened at the border. It's wide open. Hold on. I got some more for you. Stand by.
Vice President Harris in Mexico, meeting with the Mexican president.
You can't say you care about the border without caring about the root causes.
Part of her first foreign trip, targeting the root causes of the record migrant surge. I spoke to her last night in Guatemala.
You had a message for would-be migrants. Don't come.
Do not come. Do not come.
The notion that the border is closed. Why should they believe you when they know that people are getting in?
Well, Lester, here's the thing. I've been working on this issue for a very long time. And the kind of violence and danger that is associated with that trek, especially when we're talking about from Guatemala through Mexico to the United States, it's extremely dangerous. And the reason that I am in Guatemala is to address the reasons people leave home, flee. Knowing that here for generations, or if we know the history of Guatemala for centuries, they want to stay. They don't want to leave, but they need opportunity. They need assistance. They need support.
But Americans don't see.
We have the ability to give them that.
Yeah, Americans don't see a lot of that on a daily basis. What they do see at their own border, children being lowered over fences, children coming in with, phone numbers stenciled on their hand.
Yeah.
And so the question has come up, and you heard it here, and you'll hear it again, I'm sure. It's why not visit the border? Why not see what Americans are seeing in this crisis?
Well, we are going to the border. We have to deal with what's happening at the border. There's no question about that. That's not a debatable point. But we have to understand that there's a reason people are arriving at our border and ask what is that reason, and then identify the problem so we can fix it.
What do you tell a Guatemalan family who heard you say don't come, but they're facing the end. There's poverty, there's disease, all these things happening at once. You tell them don't come?
We don't want, listen, I don't think that Americans want people to be exposed to harm if they can avoid it. They're taking the trek from the place that they know that they want to stay. So I'm here in Guatemala to say, what can we do to support people and to give them a sense of hope that help is on the way.
The administration looking to inject billions of dollars in aid to this region to help
Again, what about helping the people that you are supposed to? What about helping the people that you were elected to help instead of foreigners? Now, I don't have a problem with migrants as long as they come over here legally, or immigrants as long as they do it legally. But they're doing it illegally and they're being allowed to do it. And then they say, well, we want to help them. Help your people first. And then we help others. That's how you do it. Now, let me reference something to you by what I just said. If you're on an airplane, when they give you the briefing, they say put your mask on first and then put somebody else's on. Why do they say that? Because if you're trying to put somebody else's mask on and you're suffering, you're going to eventually pass out and then you can't help anybody. That's why. So you help your people first and then you help others. But that's not what she's doing. That's not what she did. But yet they're going to preach that's what she's going to do when you already see the evidence what she will actually do. Y'all vote for this woman if you want to. You will vote the end of America. I don't care that she's has a certain tone to her skin. It has nothing to do with it. Is what are you capable of doing? What can you do? What skill sets do you have for that position? It should be the best person for the position, not the colored person. And she's not even black anyway. Y'all might want to look up your history. Yes, she may be a female of color, but she's not black. So I don't know why they keep saying that. She's Indian. But again, it shouldn't have anything to do with it. If her skill sets meet the position that she is applying for, then hey, give it to her. But she's not. Just look through her history. When she was a senator, look when she was AG. That's all you got to do. We'll see how many people actually do that. All right, people. Well, I suggest you do your research first. If you plan on voting for her, I suggest you do your research first. Because people voted for Biden because it sounded good. And look what happened. Stop listening and start looking and reading for yourself. Look at the facts. All right, people. Y'all take care. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. And stay true to the red, white, and blue. Peace.